Hey, welcome back, everybody. First and Goal with your boy Mike and your boy Marcus.
What's up, everybody?
Episode 5. We just had a rough week 3. Oh my goodness.
It's a terrible football weekend for your boy.
Oh
here,
man, I went 0-3 in fantasy, and the Chiefs lost.
I went 1-1 in fantasy. I think I beat you.
You did beat me. I'm 0-3 in that league. Fucking bullshit.
Had a rough weekend football. Chiefs lost. Mizzou lost in kind of similar fashion.
Chiefs lost. I'm pissed off. God
You ain't
damn.
57-56 street game.
God, it's 20-17. I mean, what happened?
Score predictions way off.
Let's fucking jump right in it. I mean, what happened?
I mean, it was jacked up from the start, bro. I mean, I feel like just the tone wasn't set. I mean, the defense set the tone on the first drive. Don't get me wrong. They did great. But the missed punt.
The first drive, we was like, let's go.
It was a wrap, bro. I mean, our defense locked them down. But that missed punt by Sky Moore in the very first punt of the game, man, that just pretty much
It was a bad deal. I mean, they opened up that roof, and then there was shade and sun.
It was like kind of playing off each other.
Yeah, it was fucked
up.
up.
The views and stuff, but yeah, it was just an all-around bad game from the Chiefs, man, from top to bottom, bro.
Right.
I mean, I can't really
It was tough.
I can't really like play the blame game this week, man, on one specific person or player or coach or unit, defense, offense, special teams. It was a mix.
It was everybody. It was everybody. I mean, it was a complete loss. Even though special teams fucked up more than once. What they had?
Special teams had 4 or 5 mistakes.
The fumble.
The first 2 punts that we held them to.
And then he almost didn't get the second punt.
Exactly. And then they downed that one at the 1.
And then we missed the extra point. Missed the field goal.
And then we had a 4th and 10.
And it had a 4th and 10 that we fake it. So you're telling me who called that fucking play?
I hope it wasn't Andy Reid.
It could have been Andy Reid.
Please, Lord, don't let
Who
it be him.
called that play?
I don't know, but that was trash, bro.
I mean, what the fuck, man? You gonna tell me
why would you take Pat off the field?
You trust the punter to throw it 10 yards more than you do Patrick Mahomes?
But the route wasn't even but a 1-yard route. It wasn't never going to be a first down. If we completed it, it wasn't going to be a first down.
Defense played good.
Defense played solid, man.
Snead
is a blitzer.
Snead had a breakout game, probably his best game of his career.
He had at least a sack, fumble recovery, several pass breakups.
Yeah.
I mean, he came running in like a
Snead wasn't playing.
Man,
Bolton
is my
wasn't
boy,
playing.
Man,
this dude's
pro Bolton, bro.
This dude's catching Jonathan Taylor in the air by himself,
slamming him down. Well, I don't know if he slammed.
He just pushed him back.
I mean, he met a brick wall. Taylor met a brick wall.
Literally 2 hands, like nope. Where you going?
No first down, sir.
We stopped him on 4th down twice. Defense played well. Other than that very last drive, Chris Jones gives up the penalty, which I think was some bullshit. I mean, there's a lot of jawing going on.
It's football, bro. I mean, these guys.
I think what happened is there's 2 parts to what he said. The first part, he got away with it. The second part, he kind of turned and put his head closer, so you can hear him
closer to Matt Ryan. Like, hey,
right?
Man, I got
and then
to tell you.
The ref's right fucking there.
You know, that stuff kind of aggravates me whenever I see it on TV because I know last year they implemented the new taunting penalty and everything, and so with the players knowing about the taunting penalty, in my eyes, I'm just like, why are you doing it? Like, why are you even in his face? Why are you even giving the ref?
I mean, you almost can't have any fun in the NFL.
But
like,
at the same time, I'm like, man, come on, this is football, man.
Right.
Like these dudes are knocking each other's heads off.
You can't have any fun in the NFL.
It's like nothing. But it was a terrible call by the ref. I do feel like, and I'm trying to put my Kansas City Chiefs bias to the side on that. It's just inconsistent throughout the whole thing, man. It's just, I mean, Mahomes got face mask penalty. They threw a penalty on it, but then picked it up and called us for holding.
Right.
But it was clearly a face mask on the Colts, and they didn't even give it to us.
Yeah, it was clear. He grabbed his whole face.
Yeah, he grabbed it, pulled his head to the side, and yeah.
So I mean, in the L, do we really have an offensive player of the week?
Not really. I don't really feel like our offense has really played 2 games in a row. I mean, the first game we started off real good. Second game against the Chargers, first half was just terrible, and you seen what happened in week 3. We couldn't get anything going. The whole Marcus and Mike was happy about the running game seems to have
so
went away.
All right, well let's say this.
Not impressed at all with week 3. Period.
What was the biggest issue with the offense?
Blocking.
The offensive line. God,
I know.
It was so bad.
It seems like he's under pressure a lot. Last week and this week, he was under pressure. I'm not sure what the percentage is, how many dropbacks was he under pressure, but it seemed like he was doing a lot of running for his life. Orlando Brown bet on himself, and I don't know if it's going to. He
may not be here next year.
I don't. If he continues,
I don't even know if he'll get the same. Offer that we already offered him.
He was a right tackle before he came to Kansas City, and I don't know, man. It just doesn't look like he's on the same page.
God, it was so rough. Kelsey
dropped the pass. I mean, we could point a finger at that.
Kelsey, so many things. I mean, he dropped a touchdown, and
we were still in it.
He took blame for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, despite everything that happened,
we still
could have, should have won the game.
Our defense only let up maybe one touchdown.
They literally only had one good drive, and it was that last drive of the game.
And that was because Chris, got extended.
That was their last. That was their only good drive of the game.
Yeah, so I mean, looking at it, week 3 positive, the defense for sure. I mean, I'm pretty much on the bandwagon now with this defense. I feel like they're going to be a top unit.
I've been on the bandwagon ever since preseason.
Darius, what was that guy that filled in? Harris filled in for Willie Gay.
So he got burnt on a touchdown. He got burnt
on that first touchdown, but he had a couple really nice plays too.
He was clearly just looking around.
Yeah, he didn't drop back deep enough.
We missed Gay on that play for
sure. Absolutely. And I think if you went back and looked at the tape, he was getting kind of picked on a little bit when they seen him where he was at. I think was that last touchdown on him too? Or was that on Snead or Thornhill?
I can't even remember it.
Yeah, but
it was just tough.
He filled in nicely. I mean, he had a couple good things happen, but overall, just average for that.
Right, average.
Defense played great. Special teams was terrible. I have no clue what the punt situation is. I don't know the kickoff situation.
They like to say we got the best special teams coach in the NFL, but
I think we've been. I don't know. The last couple of years, I don't think we've been living up to that.
And what the fuck? Like. Why is Bucker out so fucking long? Not even his.
I don't know. I don't even know.
Did you break that motherfucker?
I don't know. Is it a high ankle sprain? Did you ever hear what it is?
Yeah, it was an ankle sprain, but I don't fucking.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
He was
the dude one step to 54-yarder in the first game.
If you don't bring your ass back and kick this goddamn ball,
lying, boy. We need him, boy. Just having that would.
We just re-signed another kicker, new kicker.
I'm all.
I seen his stats and it was like 8 for 8 from inside the 20 but I'm like, if he's so good, why is he not on a team?
All I know is I seen Bucker one step a 54-yarder after he got hurt.
Yeah.
So he needs to come back. Defense played great. Special teams was trash. Offense was pretty much trash.
What you think about the play call?
That's where I was getting ready to go. It seems as if we might have a little bit of beef going on there, man, with Pat and Eric Bieniemy.
Well, they're denying it.
I mean, they're going to deny it. I expect them to, but I seen some stuff last year too on the sidelines. I'm sure you've seen it as well.
I seen it.
It just looks like they don't vibe together. I don't know. Whenever you hear Eric Bieniemy talk, he talks good, but it's something there. It's something there.
You know what?
Play calling is trash, bro.
I feel like Eric Bieniemy's play calling slows this offensive down.
Yeah, and I really hope he is the one that's doing the play calling, because if he's not, then Andy Reid's got some explaining to do.
He obviously is
doing
the play
He's
call.
got to be, man. He's got to be. I feel like he is.
I mean, it's just terrible. I just don't even know what to say.
4th and 10 and you go for a fake field goal.
What we can't have is the quarterback and the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, it's not a good look for the whole team. The whole team's going to see it.
I'm pretty sure this Bieniemy's last year here.
Me too. I'm not that mad about that, to be honest with you.
I didn't want him back this year. I'm not going to lie. Not because I appreciate what he did for us over the past 4 years. You know what I mean? You've been here. You rolled it out with us.
It looks like the time.
At some point, it's time to move on.
Time for a new voice in there.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, Matt Nagy came back. Maybe
somebody that Mahomes and Bieniemy obviously ain't on the same page.
Yeah,
they don't want the same stuff. They don't want to run the same offense.
I mean, they're not on the same page as far as what play need. I mean, we still had time to try to get a field goal there, but they chose to run.
So Andy Reid says the offensive struggles. Says he's got to do a better job putting the guys in a better position and making sure we get into rhythm.
I'm tired of hearing that.
right.
I feel like he says that like 5 times a year.
Because Andy don't point fingers.
Yeah, he don't, and that's good. I mean, I guess that's a good trait to have.
But sometimes I like people to be held accountable.
Yeah, I want him to hold himself. I want him to like. Okay, this is it for me, bro. With him, sometimes I feel like Andy Reid takes like the grandpa approach, man, to people. Instead of chewing them, I ain't saying you got to get up in their face and cuss these grown men out because you don't really want to do that. But sometimes, man, you got to let them know that you mean business. And whenever I see him on the sidelines, man, he just looks like, oh, well, I don't know.
Right.
Okay, it's all right. Keep blocking like that. And, like, the fact that we ain't changing anything up. Like, if the offensive line's getting beat, run blocking, to me, I just feel like we just don't even need to run the ball then if that's the case. It's just a wasted play. And I see a lot of that going on. This past week, I seen a lot of that going on. I think Clyde Edwards didn't even have 1 yard rushing.
No, 7 rushes, 0 yards.
I mean, and that's blocking, man. I mean, we can't put it all on him and his vision. I think that does play a part in it, Mike, but at some point, man, we got to start holding these O-line guys accountable, and
so
they got to start doing their job.
Are we missing Tyreek?
We could be, bro. We could be. we are missing a playmaker. That is,
I'm not sure if we're missing Tyreek, but
we don't seem to be on the same page.
This whole there's no number one. Yeah, it's got to give because when you're running an offense, you got to have a go-to guy.
Travis is that guy, but it can't be
Kelsey.
It can't be.
Kelsey's the number 1 tight end.
It can't be.
It's got to be a number 1 wide receiver.
I thought it would be Juju, man.
And Juju's been getting the most targets, but you know what? In that game, it took all the way till like the 4th quarter before they threw it to him like 5 times.
Let's get him going earlier in the game. I mean, Pat did miss a pass on that first drive that would have been a touchdown.
But to MVS, Scantling, he overthrew him.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, I mean, that's the mistakes that's happened.
Yeah, and we can't have that. And that shows that they're not on the same page.
The timing between Mahomes and Scantling isn't there yet. They should be working on that and working on that and working on that.
Hey, I will say one thing I do like about the wide receivers, though, bro, is that in years past, and Tyreek Hill did it a lot, but he could get it off because he was so fast. The catching the ball and running backwards.
Yeah.
Our wide receivers catch the ball and get upfield now, and I like that.
Right. I hated the jump backwards, and all of them end up trying to do it.
Demarcus Robinson.
He lost so many first downs jumping back.
Yeah, it was just crazy.
Yeah, so I hated that.
I will say that's one thing I do like about them. But, yeah, we definitely need to have a number 1 guy.
Got to have a number 1. I don't think it's Hardman.
It can't be Kelsey.
It's Juju.
It cannot be Kelsey. The reason why it cannot be Kelsey is because they'll just double bracket him.
I mean,
they'll just double bracket him, and then they'll play man on everyone else.
Juju's the most talented wide receiver that we got.
He is. I do believe that.
The other guys are good wide receivers, but Juju's the most talented. Yeah. He's got to be the number 1.
For sure.
So whenever the reason you need a number 1 is for when Mahomes does his check downs, right? Yeah. Because you're going to look at your number 1 first.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
So if you don't have a number 1,
then you don't know.
Who are you looking at first?
And it shows on the field.
Yeah, exactly.
It shows. I mean, they're just like a tick off, and that does matter.
Exactly. So
it does matter.
So when you're doing a pass play, unless it's like to Kelsey, you're going your number 1 wide receiver. Then you're going, where's Kelsey? Yeah. And then you're fitting in somebody else.
Okay, I got my running back out here on the flat.
So if we don't got no number 1 wide receiver, that means we're looking at Kelsey first. And then we're looking at the wide receivers. And then the routes are already ran. Yeah. So if you're not looking at your wide receiver first, now you're just trying to catch somebody on the run.
Yep. I agree. It is absolutely true that it don't look like we have a number 1 wide receiver. I know hopefully moving forward we will develop that and we will get that chemistry. But
now, you know what? We took a loss.
It is what it is.
We're good.
Hey, bro.
We're moving on from that shit. We're 2-1.
Yeah. We're still.
And let's keep moving. I was hoping Denver was going to lose. Yeah, but they ended up having the best drive of the season for them on the last drive.
Yeah, but they're 2-1 too. So I mean, we can talk about what we want to talk about, but they're 2-1 just like us.
All right. So upcoming game.
I thought
against Tampa Bay, you thought it was Raider week.
It was the Raiders, bro.
You obviously don't pay attention to the Chiefs.
Okay. Do we want to talk about the whole Tennessee situation we just talked about?
But that wasn't me. But
okay. Yeah. So Tampa.
So Hurricane Ian rolling through there, smashing it up right now.
I heard they're gonna move the game to Minnesota, maybe. But then I heard again that it looks like they might play.
That's where it's supposed to be, is Minnesota.
Yeah.
But if it's in Minnesota, that might be a takeover game because Chiefs fans have traveled to Minnesota. 8 hours.
It's right there. Yeah. Minneapolis, man, it's just right there. 8 hours.
They'll drive up there and go.
They will. But it's supposed to be a Sunday night game, so Tampa's got that going for them, I guess, to push it back a little bit. But I don't know, man. I mean, Tampa Bay, they got a great defense.
Number 1 scoring defense.
They got a great defense, man.
So they're gonna try to get after Mahomes.
I mean,
is this gonna be 3 weeks in a row our line collapses to a defense? Like
it definitely could.
The line need to hold up. They need to hold the fucking.
Give Pat some time and watch
Come
him work.
on, man.
Give Pat some time,
Jeez.
watch him work. Open up some running lanes for our running backs. Put your pants on and block, bro. It's going to be hard this week against Tampa, but it's something that has to be done.
I mean, but our defense got to get after time.
Our defense is going to get after
They
time.
got to get after time. We need a blitz more. What I did like this week.
I love the
remember
way
I told you that old ass Matt Ryan wasn't going to be able to get away from us, and the defensive coordinator recognized that. We sent way more blitzes this week than we did last week,
and I hope it continues.
So against Tom. Tom can get rid of the ball quick though.
He can.
But they're kind of slacking in receivers.
Mike Evans does come back this week. So
they picked up Beasley.
They did pick up.
You tell me how Beasley got 80 receptions last year and was a free agent.
I have no clue. I didn't even know he was a free agent until I seen it on the box.
Whenever Buffalo let him go, I said pick up Beasley. I made a post on Facebook pick up Beasley.
Last year?
He had 80 receptions last year.
Great.
As the number 2.
But a lot of them was on third down.
I bet too. He's a third down machine.
Extend drives.
Throw it to him, he catches it.
Exactly.
Why was he a free agent?
I don't know. Isaiah McKenzie.
I know he refused to take the COVID test or something, ain't it?
That might be it.
Could have been that.
That might be it.
So we got to get after time.
Got to get after.
Evans is back. He's gonna do what he does. Hopefully he's a little rusty.
Yeah.
The good thing is they don't got Gronk, so they ain't about to beat us up. With Gronk.
I got Fournette. Fournette's kind of he comes out the backfield,
cool.
But
so we've been containing running backs.
Yeah, man.
Very good through 4 weeks.
We didn't even talk about that with the Chiefs this past week with Jonathan Taylor. I mean, he had, 71 yards or something like that?
Right.
21 carries. I mean, that's 3 yards a carry.
We've been holding everybody's wide receiver. Yeah. I mean, running back.
Yeah, we have been. Man, I'll tell you, man, the defense, I'm very happy with.
No complaints for the defense. Other than that dumbass penalty.
Yeah, I mean.
Other than that, defense played solid. They kept us in the game to where we had a chance to still win.
And even after the Chris Jones thing, we still had opportunities to shut the game out. But asking a lot, man.
So no home field. I think we play in Tampa because it's Sunday night game.
I think we will.
It's going through right now, like the Hurricanes going through right now.
Be able to play on Sunday for sure. Sunday night game, they'll play. Need to figure out this kicking situation with the Chiefs. That's for sure. Don't know if Harrison Butker's going to be back. Like you said, they signed some new guy or something. So we'll see how that goes. I'll be looking for this punt returner and kick returner situation on special teams because I didn't like either one of them, to be honest with you. We got Sky Moore back here fumbling, misjudging punts, and you got the kick returner slipping and falling and bringing the ball out of the end zone and only getting to the 10. And it just special teams got to get better, man. It's a big part of the game. You can win and lose like that.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I don't know, man. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a defensive battle, I feel like.
Low scoring?
I feel like it probably has a good chance to
24-21 type of shit.
I thought it was going to be 37-17 last week, and I was totally
You didn't
wrong.
think that. You said it was going to be a close game the whole time. Then at the end, you threw out some bullshit.
Yeah, that is true. But this week, I feel like it is going to be closer, and I don't feel like our offense is on the same page. Tampa Bay's defense kind of equalizes that out, and I'm hoping our defense shows up and our special team shows up.
Right.
And, 24-17, 24-21 type of game.
Yeah,
I feel like maybe.
I think 24-21.
We might have to stop Tom on the last drive of the game.
24-20, somewhere around there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's where I'm at with it.
Special teams got to get it together. No dumb penalties. Please. Get after the quarterback.
And block. Offensive line has to block.
Big. We got to pick a number 1 wide receiver. I don't give a shit about trying to make everybody happy. It's like almost they don't want to pick a number 1 because they don't want this person to be mad, that person to be mad.
That's a bad call. I mean, that's bad.
Pick a number 1. We spread the ball out. We already know we're going to do that. But pick a number 1. That way, at least you know where you're starting.
That's right. And Travis is always going to be a real number 1. But you can't have a tight end be your number 1. You got to have a wide receiver be your number 1.
Right.
It helps Kelsey out too.
Kelsey had a rough couple weeks. I mean, have we seen this from Kelsey?
He dropped a touchdown. I mean, it was an absolute dime by Pat, and he dropped it in the end zone for the game winner. So, and we didn't even really get a chance to talk about that today. It was just so many things from this past week, bro. It was just downhill from the first punt, just downhill, man. The whole game, I just had the feeling like, man, we're just letting them stay close.
Well, you kind of said last week that was going to be, setup game. You know what I mean?
Trap game. I mean, we come off a high playing against the Chargers and come down to the last second and you win that. And then you get like a mini bye week and then you come out and you look flat. I mean, I've just seen it too many times, bro.
Right.
And I hope I never have to see it again for the rest of this year.
Right. We can't have that, man. Like,
because we gotta win. Those
I'm not
games.
worried. We're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I said
It was
in
a
our
rough
first
game.
episode we're gonna have some stumbles along the way. I didn't think it was gonna be against the Colts, but it was. And so let's just not make it be against Tampa. Let's just everybody come to play. Offensive line, keep pad up, open up some running lanes. Defense, come to play. Special teams, do your job.
That's it.
That's usually a
That's it.
winning formula.
Everybody do their job, and we get it going.
Coaches need to get it together, man.
Right.
We really need to understand what's going on, man, and get it together. No fighting with players, man. None of that crap.
Got to.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're going to do something different. We're going to have a caller.
Yeah.
First time.
First caller.
We're going to start adding callers so we can see what you guys think.
Yeah, tap in with us,
that
man.
Could be fun.
Let's talk to each other. It will be fun.
We got to get
Let
this
us know
win,
what you
man.
think down in the comments. What do you think about the Chris Jones penalty?
If you're still with us,
tell us what you think about the Chris Jones penalty.
Yeah, what do you think about the Chris Jones penalty? I know you're going to say that shit was weak as fuck.
That shit was weak.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Welcome to First and Goal with Mike and Marcus, our first caller ever.
What's up, Kyle?
What's up, Marcus?
What's up, bro?
Hey, this my guy Kyle, man. A lot of y'all know him. What you think about that game last week?
Give us your little Kyle breakdown.
Man, it was horrible. It was horrible.
You was actually at the game, wasn't you, bro?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
It's the perfect person to talk to. What was the environment like?
Man, it was probably the lamest stadium I've ever been to.
Is that because we lost, or?
I could talk to DA 7 seats over.
How many
times?
It
was like watching a full play.
How many times have you been there to watch a game? This what your first time?
My second time to Indy.
So was the first time way more hype?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
How many of y'all went?
9 of us.
Nice. Sounds like a good time still.
So let me ask you a question, Kyle. Whenever Sky Moore missed that first punt, was it like something like messed up with the way that the sky was coming in, or was it like a shadow situation, or what?
I didn't think so. I just think he just misjudged it.
That's what I think too.
2 in a row though.
Yeah, I don't know. And yeah, he did have the second one too.
What do you think's the biggest reason we lost that game?
Biggest reason we lost that game. That muff punt.
You think that was it?
Special teams.
Yeah.
Special
teams. Chris Jones bullshit penalty.
I think Chris Jones really, because in spite all the special team shit, we still was in position to win. We stopped them. They had the punt.
Yeah.
And then they got the first down, and that was their best drive really, and their only drive the whole game.
That was the only drive that they actually got good yardage on. Was that?
Yeah,
drive.
they didn't score shit. They scored a couple field goals, and that was it. Besides that muff punt touchdown.
I mean, defense was solid. You agree?
Yeah, defense did their part. Patrick Mahomes struggled a little bit this week.
Offensive line, man.
I agree 100 with you on that, Kyle.
He missed MVS deep. He had him beat
and overthrew him.
Yeah.
It just didn't look like he was too much in sync with his guys out there, man.
The timing just ain't there yet.
Man. It just didn't look right.
After all how bad we played, we still had a chance to win that game.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why I'm not really worried. I mean, we played like shit. We still should have won.
And the defense.
And we move on to Tampa. So Tampa's always a tough game. Number 1 scoring defense. What do you think about the Tampa game?
I think we can go up there and take care of business.
Let's go get it fucking done.
Let's go get it. You know what? I think it's gonna be a close game, Kyle. What about you?
All right, we ain't gonna take you too long, Kyle. Give us a prediction. I know you're at baseball practice.
My prediction is 28-17.
There you go. You heard it right there.
He ain't too far off from what I was saying.
All right, man. Hey, I appreciate you calling in.
All right, Kyle, bro. Thanks, man. There you have it. 28-17.
We appreciate y'all. We're gonna do one caller every week. So next week you might be you.
Let us
appreciate you watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Love you. See you later.